I don't like when people say that अरे यार ये comedian है.
हाँ.
किसी के लिए भी. I think Shah Rukh sir is one human being who's inspired millions and millions of aspiring actors like me to have that thought in their head to become an actor, to come down to a city like Mumbai. I think I'm one of those millions of people who he inspires and who treat him as his role model. मैं बाजीगर देख के आया हूँ यहाँ पे, मेरे को वो था. And then coming back to obviously with working with him, rightly you said, standing outside Mannat, being fortunate to even enter the house with him. As much as I love comedy and I continue wants to do it and all that, the ratio of scripts of different genres is way too less. It's such a beautiful feeling, it's such a beautiful film. The bond that we've created, I think with Sushant, with the entire gang, with Nitesh sir, the film was about friendship, and the bond was way more than friendship. I would say that it was there, and that's how it translates on screen. It's a very interesting because some of the other day one of my friends was saying, he's like, भाई फुकरे में भी तेरे को लड़की नहीं मिली. He's like, दिलवाले में तू लड़की के पीछे चोर बन गया, वहाँ पे भी नहीं तेरी दाल गली. रूही में तेरे को घोष से प्यार हुआ, उसने भी तेरे को रिजेक्ट कर दिया, वहाँ पे भी नहीं दाल गली. उसके बाद सेक्सा की भी वो जो ट्राई कर रहा था उसमें, लेकिन वो ऑब्वियसली एक वन साइडेड लव था. लाइक तेरे को हमेशा एक तरफा प्यार कैसे होता है और इतना कंटेंट कैसे रहता है एक तरफा प्यार से यार. 2013 से लेके 23 तक हो गया है, बट उसको भोली, उसका वन साइडेड लव और भी ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग हो ही जा रहा है. बट इस बारी तो वो मम्मी से भी लड़ लिया कि भोली की डोली घर ला सकते हैं कि नहीं, तो वो ला सकते हैं. सो आई एम रियली होप एंड आई रियली विश कि आने वाले टाइम में जब भी रब की मेहर से फुकरे 4 बने तो भोली की डोली चूचे के घर जरूर है.
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Zoom Speak Easy. My guest today is so talented यार. मतलब कहाँ शुरुआत की थी और आज कहाँ पे बैठे हुए हैं. आप लोगों ने उनको इतना प्यार दिया है और इनके मूवी को इतना प्यार किया था कि हमारा यार तो बन गया सुपरस्टार. Course talking about Varun Sharma. Hello.
Hello Rudrani, thank you so much. Thank you.
हमारा यार बन गया है
अरे
अरे बोल थोड़ा सच बात है. So बताइए, how is this
very
avalanche of love जो मिला है आपको?
Avalanche of love मिला है, बहुत ज़्यादा excited हैं, बहुत ही ज़्यादा excited हैं. We did great with the grace of God. Today is the day we crossed 100 CR mark. वो एक रिपोर्ट कार्ड पे 100 नंबर आ गए हैं. वो हाँ चेक हो गया है, वो अपना चेकलिस्ट में हो गया है, टिक मार्क हो गया है. बट मोर देन द नंबर्स, मोर देन द बॉक्स ऑफिस फिगर्स एंड एवरीथिंग, दैट जस्ट शोज दैट how many people have seen the film, and you know it's got accepted so beautifully, it's got the kind of love the film has got, because कोई भी फिल्म एक सर्टेन नंबर तब करती है जब ऑडियंस ने देखी हो और उसके बारे में बात हुई हो और वो पॉजिटिविटी स्प्रेड हुई हो कि यार जाके देखना, मतलब मजा आएगा, जाके देखना कुछ है. एंड obviously Fukrey 3 came up with a lot of, people had a lot of expectations from Fukrey, then Fukrey returns, तो वो दोनों को इतना प्यार मिला था, तो थर्ड की एक expectations थी, and we were just having jitters that we hope and pray that we match the expectations of the audience. And so we, with the grace of God, I think we managed matching that and hopefully surpassing that expectation, because हम थिएटर्स गए थे रिएक्शंस देखने के लिए, मैं मल्टीप्लेक्स गए थे, मैं सिंगल स्क्रीन भी गया था, गेटी गैलेक्सी जो मुंबई में एक सिंगल स्क्रीन सिनेमा है. And the way people were enjoying, they were laughing, there were giggles, there was laughter, and came out smiling. I think that was our aim, and with the grace of God, I think वो हो गया है. So very content and very happy with the result and the outcome that the films come out with.
See, it's fair to say all the characters here are equally important.
Absolutely.
Right? But the story is always focused, revolving around Chucha, because he is that person. I want to know, Fukrey 1 से लेके अब you're sitting here, legit to say that the love continues for a character like this. Satisfied?
Very, very. Fukrey as a film, Chucha for me, I think, is the biggest blessing that Varun Sharma has as an human being and as an actor. It is the character that I debuted with. It is the character that, as a child, I had this dream of becoming an actor, coming on the big screen, trying to entertain people. So Chucha is one thing that gave me that start of showcasing the talent that I have, and to basically proving myself that this is something that I always aspired to do, and giving me that platform, giving me that chance to do it. And the biggest victory for any actor, Rudrani, as you know it, that it is to be accepted by the audience and it is to be loved by the audience. And I feel really fortunate and really blessed that happened with me from my debut film, from Fukrey, from Chucha. And we never thought यार कि second part बनेगा. We never thought third part बनेगा. जब हम पहली बारी कर रहे थे हम बहुत खुश थे कि एक्सेल एंटरटेनमेंट भाई, जिन्होंने जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा, दिल चाहता है, रॉक ऑन, लक बाय चांस, द लेगेसी ऑफ फिल्म्स दैट प्रोडक्शन हाउस हैज मेड, हम उनकी फिल्म के पोस्टर पे होंगे. मलिक सर हमें डायरेक्ट करेंगे और हम खुद को पर्दे पे देख लेंगे, मम्मी देख लेंगे भाई पर्दे पे. वी वर जस्ट वेरी हैप्पी एंड कंटेंट विद दैट, you know, that time as a feeling. And from there coming down till the third franchise, and it's doing so well, and the characters stayed in people's heart for so many years. It's just a very satisfying feeling, and all I can say is that I just really feel blessed that people relate to it, they connect with it, and there's so much love for all the characters and the franchise on the whole, you know.
Kabhi, when you think back, that person who started and went through all of that, that struggle, आज लगता है ना कि it was all worth it?
100%, 120%, बिल्कुल लगता है that it's all worth it. I think the biggest thing is the contentment and the feeling to, you know, जब भी मैं अपने मम्मी को देखता हूँ ना, मम्मी को देखता हूँ, अभी फिल्म आज आई है, मतलब जब आई थी, रिलीज हुई थी, अब मैं 14-15 फिल्में कर ली हैं, अभी भी मेरे मॉम के चेहरे पे वो सेम एक्साइटमेंट और वो सेम खुशी होती है. मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि मुझे नहीं पता कि मैं टैलेंटेड हूँ या नहीं हूँ, मुझे नहीं लगता कि मुझे एक्टिंग आती है, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता कि मुझे आती है. मुझे लगता है कि जो भी मेरी लाइफ में मुझे मिला है अभी तक, जो भी चीजें, जो भी प्यार मिल रहा है या जो भी विद द ग्रेस ऑफ गॉड सक्सेस मिल रहा है, वो मेरी वजह से नहीं है, वो आई थिंक मेरी मॉम की तपस्या है, जो उनकी वजह से उनका जो चीजें हैं वो मेरे पे ट्रांसलेट होके मुझे मिल रही है. मेरा बड़ा फर्म बिलीव है, मैं जेन्युइनली, और मैं इसलिए नहीं बोल रहा कि फॉर द हेक ऑफ इट आई एम सेइंग, आई ट्रूली बिलीव इट. आई डोंट नो इफ आई कैन एक्ट, आई डोंट नो इफ आई एम टैलेंटेड, आई डोंट नो एनी ऑफ द थिंग्स. आई थिंक माय मॉम रियली with all her heart supported me all these years, sent her child to a place which didn't have a lot, there was a lot of uncertainty in our business, there's a lot of uncertainty, right? कुछ fixed नहीं है. To have that faith, to have that thing, and to give me that backing without even having any knowledge of it, I think it's just her tapasya which is getting fulfilled in different forms, and I could give her back the happiness, you know, that she deserves, and that what I've always prayed for. But of course there's a lot of satisfaction, there's a lot of contentment which is there, and whenever I revisit the same places wherever I've started off from. I used to be the guy who used to stand outside Getty Galaxy, you know, when the films used to happen. I used to be the guy who used to stand outside ticket counters. उस टाइम पे ऑनलाइन टिकट्स नहीं होती थी when we were venturing, और तो आप फिजिकली आप जाके टिकट खरीदते थे, हो जाता, तो मैं वहाँ पे जाके खड़ा होता था, कब फिल्में आती थी, देखते थे कौन क्या बात करे, कुछ है. From there coming down to having to go for your own film and seeing the reaction, and with the grace of God getting a lot of love outside the same place where you used to stand, it's obviously a very satisfying feeling. And that also, according to me, I feel gives a lot of hope to a lot of people out there, that if you don't know how it's going to happen, but you have faith in it, it will happen. I'm a prodigy of auditions, as they say, outsider. I don't have a, मेरा इसमें कोई ऐसा लेना देना नहीं है, इनसाइडर आउटसाइडर, ये वो, मेरे को उसमें कुछ वो चीज़ नहीं है. मुझे लगता है कि जो आपकी मेहनत का फल है आपको मिलेगा, जो आपका कर्म का फल है आपको वो मिलेगा. बट आई एम अ प्रोडिजी ऑफ ऑडिशंस, फ्रॉम द बेसिक, just by believing in your own self and being at the right place at the right time, and consistency is something that can land you on a film poster that you aspire to be, in spite of all the imperfections that you have. It can happen, and so that ways I just hope that, you know, there's someone after probably seeing this or the journey or something, a parent would push the child in the faith or the belief that the kid has, because I was very fortunate that I always had the support, even without knowledge, but I always had the support of my family. And I know a lot of people that don't have the support of the family to be in the entertainment industry because of the uncertainty it has. So even if that one hope can happen and one trust that can happen, I think it's a big blessing that I could change, and I could get in some individuals. But coming back to, sorry, I got diverted. No. Coming back to, I think it's a very satisfying feeling here. It is very satisfying. It's very beautiful and बहुत अच्छा लगता है यार जब ऐसे होता है. और मेरे मम्मी मेरे सबसे बड़े पियर हैं. मेरे को अपनी फिल्म की कलेक्शन नहीं पता होती, लेकिन मेरे मम्मी मुझे भेज देते हैं. और मैंने मम्मी से पूछा, मम्मी को स्क्रीनशॉट भेजते हैं, बेटा आज इतने पैसे कमाए, आज इतना हुआ, आज इतना बिजनेस हुआ। मैंने कहा मम्मी आपको कहाँ से आया? तो उनके किसी स्टाफ में किसी बंदे ने कोई न्यूज आर्टिकल का स्नैपशॉट खींच के उनको भेजा और वो मेरे को भेजते हैं। और मेरे पूरे ग्रुप में मम्मी के जितने भी फ्रेंड सर्कल हैं उनको सारी अपडेट्स जाती रहती है, सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन जाती रहती है। मैं तो कई बार कहता हूँ मम्मी इरिटेट ना हो जाए लोग, उन जिनको देखनी है वो शायद ना देखे कि आप इतनी उनको चीजें बता देते हो, बट दैट इज हर वे ऑफ एक्सप्रेसिंग लव, दैट इज हर वे ऑफ whatever is in her daira, it is her way of expressing. So I don't hold her back and she does everything nicely. And till date, right from the first film Rudrani, it's been almost 11 years now. Any article, any picture, any poster, any ad, any cutting that comes, my mother has files.
So cute.
My mother has files of everything. She cuts it, she puts it like a scrapbook with the title, is date ko aaya tha. Right from 2011 till date, she has all the files right now.
है ना?
And I tell her, I was like, मम्मी कहते नहीं बेटा ये मेरा ये this is something, and I really respect her emotion. She's like कि ये है, ये मैं तुम्हारे बच्चों को दिखाऊंगी मैं.
So cute.
Okay, yeah.
but you know I think that's adorable. मम्मी यार देखो उनकी manifestation देख रहे हो आप, टैलेंट भी है और दुआएं भी है, दोनों होने पड़े,
100%.
दोनों भी है. I know you're saying पता नहीं टैलेंट है कि नहीं, of course है, अब वो तो ह्यूमिलिटी तो है ही, बट यू नो मोर इम्पोर्टेंटली आपने ये बात कही ना, तो मुझे ये भी मेंशन करनी थी, जो बंदा, जो इंसान मन्नत के बाहर खड़ा होता था, एक दिन उस इंसान के साथ जो मन्नत ओन करता है स्क्रीन पे था, वो भी तो इतनी बड़ी अचीवमेंट थी, बताओ.
बिल्कुल 120.
And now you like you know him, you know you're
correct. Of course, I think Shah Rukh sir is one human being who's inspired millions and millions of aspiring actors like me to have that thought in their head to become an actor, to come down to a city like Mumbai. I think I'm one of those millions of people who he inspires and who treat him as his role model. मैं बाजीगर देख के आया हूँ यहाँ पे, मेरे वो था, and then coming back to obviously with working with him, rightly you said, standing outside Mannat, being fortunate to even enter the house with him. I think it's a beautiful feeling. Too, coming down to very recently, the beautiful and one of the most phenomenal films of the year, which is Jawan, witnessing that, the madness in the cinema houses. Also, our cute little film trailer being attached to that film. So I think it's just a beautiful feeling, and that's how life comes full circle. You know, I mean, it comes full circle, and it's just a very beautiful feeling. And I think he's always loved, nurtured new talents, and he's always he had seen Fukrey 1 that time, and I think he's seen Fukrey Returns. I don't know about Fukrey 3. I really hope he sees it very soon. But he's loved it. He's loved the franchise, and there's so much to learn from him. The course of Dilwale just taught me so much just by being around him.
I'll talk about another great thing about Dilwale for you, I feel, is that you got some genuine friends.
Yeah, 100%. I got friends from life from that film.
है ना?
Yeah.
You know, I talked to Kriti, and the way, you know, the bond that you guys share and the bond that you share with Varun is so special even till date. क्या होता है, actors अपनी life में इतने busy होते हैं, और एक shoot के बाद not necessarily they all become friends. But what has happened post that is you've genuinely made friends. Also, from what I know you a little. तो उसमें से जितना मुझे पता है, you have industry friends who are true to you. यहाँ पे fair weather friends होते हैं, जब time अच्छा होता है. So I think we should talk a little about that, right? But सच बात क्या है कि नहीं, लोग जब time अच्छा होता है सब होते हैं आसपास. सब होते हैं आसपास. Time खराब होता है, कौन होता है आसपास? When your film tanks, the people who are calling you and meeting you and genuinely are there for you, understand that. आपको बातों से समझ आ जाता है. But I think I've been very fortunate that I've had friends like family in all true sense. Kriti for me is like family. I think the entire family, Kriti, Nupur, uncle, auntie, I think it's a full family thing. And a lot of times, especially just during that phase when there was a lockdown that was there and everything, and then we were just opening up. There was a time when the help at my house, everyone was back home, so me and mom were living back alone and all that. There was a time in which my mom ki tabiyat wasn't well and all that, and I didn't know how to cook and all that. Every day food used to come from her house. Every day. So it's just like, why I'm saying this is that it's so beautiful to know
that you have people of your own in that in the same city. You know, it's like I feel same goes with Varun. He's been with me through thick and thin, and he's kind of always been there. Aayush Sharma is one of my closest friends. He's like family to me. Arpita, Aayush, I think they're always there. And it's so interesting because if there is something, as actor हर एक में होता है, एक comfort level होना बहुत जरूरी होता है कि अगर मैं कहीं पे अटक रहा हूँ या मुझे नहीं समझ आ रहा कुछ, मैं अपने पंजाब में अपने दोस्त से बात कर लूंगा, वो मुझे कुछ अपनी सलाह दे देगा, लेकिन उसको इंडस्ट्री का नहीं पता, उसको फंक्शनैलिटी नहीं पता, मैं किसी और से बात करूंगा नहीं पता। लेकिन जब आपके कोर पीयर्स में से, आपके कोर इंडस्ट्री पीपल में से आप किसी को कुछ बताते हो कि यार दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई थिंक आई एम फेसिंग, दिस इज समथिंग आई एम गेटिंग स्टक एट, व्हाट डू यू हैव टू गाइड? सो and then when they guide you, it's a different feeling. Mr. Dinesh Vijan, I've done a lot of films with him. Dino bhai, he's like a family to me. Like whenever I have a problem or something, I'll ask him, you know, that out of your experience, what do you think? So it's a big blessing that you know, you have people who are there by your side to support you. Just in any capacity, there's something that, you know, you have a fallback on where you can ask questions, ask them wherever you're guiding wrong. Because as actors, we tell each other if someone is going wrong, whether it's on work front, whether it's on personal life front, whether it's in your attitude front, we shake each other up and tell them that this is not the way it's supposed to be.
होना भी चाहिए.
You got to rectify this and you need to do it right now. That's what friends are at the end of the day for. So, अच्छा है, with the grace of God, it's a big blessing to have friends like that.
And you stand up for them. And I'll tell you how also, because like the way they stand up for you, you also do that for them. But you mentioned Dinesh Vijan. I know there is more happening there. एक और फिल्म साइन कर ली है आपने, मैडॉक ने, आई थिंक काफी लंबा सालों साल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, because obviously you're talented.
Of course, no, I did. I think I really have to give it to Dino bhai for making such amazing films and, you know, for exploring such different and interesting content. You know, you see a Mimi. It's one of the most finest films that's come out in the recent times, to coming down and exploring something with a bhediya, to coming out with a film having that thought process, having that thing to like a Ruhi I'm talking about, to coming out in theaters when everything is shut down and there's a limited window of things, but still that passion of getting films back into the cinemas and having that confidence and giving out that backing. We did some great business that time. And to believe in the script, which is about this guy falling in love with a ghost. And so it's like a three-way, it's a love triangle between a normal human being and a ghost and a guy who's in love with the ghost. So it's like a beautiful madcap thing and all that. To the entire slate that he's announced, I think he really backs up good content. He really invests in the content. He really invests in people, and he really trusts them. And I'm fortunate enough that I've got a chance to work with him on such regular intervals and such interesting films. So yes, rightly, I've just finished something with Maddox.
Something क्या होता है और बोलना पड़ेगा?
मैं नाम ले सकता ना, अभी वो आई नहीं है.
ठीक है. थोड़ा interesting है.
इंटरेस्टिंग है, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. नहीं है, अलग जोन है, एकदम अलग जोन है. लेकिन एक चीज जो गारंटी होती है कि वो चेहरे पे स्माइल और लाफ्टर होगी, वो है. लेकिन उसके साथ साथ there's another added layer, there's an added emotion and there's another added genre to it.
He just teased it a little.
Yes.
और ज्यादा बोल नहीं सकते, मैं फोर्स भी नहीं करूंगी. Obviously contract होता है इनका सब.
हाँ. So there's another film that I've finished. I really can't say the name. I don't know if it's out there or not because they wanted to do it. But there's one other film that I've finished. It's being produced by Mr. Love Ranjan and Ankur Garg जी ने, Love Films ने, जिन्होंने पंचनामा, प्यार का पंचनामा, सोनू की टीटो की स्वीटी, तू झूठी मैं मक्कार, the legacy of film that the production house has made. So I finished another film with them, and that is set in Punjab.
That's set in Punjab, but that's it. वाह, क्या डिटेल दिया है.
क्या डिटेल दिया है.
मतलब स्टोरी लाइन ही.
अगर मैंने उसे ज्यादा बताया तो वो मुझे पंजाब भेज देंगे. अभी क्या भी
वो हम नहीं चाहेंगे. हम सपोर्ट करते हैं दोस्त, बिल्कुल नहीं. हम चाहते हैं आप और भी ऐसे बहुत सारी फिल्में करें, तो मैं ये होने नहीं दूंगी. पर मैं एक सवाल जरूर पूछूंगी. मैंने कहा बेचारे हमेशा चूजा के साथ हो या रूही में हो, लड़की नहीं मिल रही. मैं होप करती हूँ कि इस फिल्म में
आई होप मिल जाए. या Actually, but actually it's a very interesting because some of the other day one of my friends was saying, he's like, भाई फुकरे में भी तेरे को लड़की नहीं मिली. He's like, दिलवाले में तू लड़की के पीछे चोर बन गया, वहाँ पे भी नहीं तेरी दाल गली. रूही में तेरे को घोष से प्यार हुआ, उसने भी तेरे को रिजेक्ट कर दिया, वहाँ पे भी नहीं दाल गली. उसके बाद सेक्सा की भी वो जो ट्राई कर रहा था उसमें, लेकिन वो ऑब्वियसली एक वन साइडेड लव था. He's like, तेरे को हमेशा एक तरफा प्यार कैसे होता है और इतना कंटेंट कैसे रहता है एक तरफा प्यार से यार. तो
जवाब क्या था?
मैंने कहा मेरे को भी नहीं पता. मेरे को लगता है कि राइटर्स को विश्वास ही नहीं है कि इसको कभी लड़की मिल भी सकती है. सो आई एम थ्रोइंग इट आउट देयर इन द यूनिवर्स, मैनिफेस्टिंग कि
बताओ कि योर एब्सोल्यूट गेम इज ऑन. बताओ.
एब्सोल्युटली, मैं एकदम गेम इज ऑन. आप लोगों ने जो भी लेखक इस इंटरव्यू को देख रहे हैं, आप लोगों ने देख तो लिया है कि एक तरफा प्यार मैं कितना खूबसूरती के साथ करता हूँ. कभी दो तरफा कर दो भाई, महसूस दूसरा इमोशन भी मुझे करने दो प्लीज.
और क्या बताओ. और अच्छे एक्टर हो आप, अगर विश्वास तो ट्राई तो करो. ट्राई तो करो.
प्लीज यार, प्लीज ट्राई करो, प्लीज ट्राई. ये 2 वे स्ट्रीट, मैं 1 वे पे जाता जाता थक गया हूँ यार, प्लीज.
और ऐसे लड़कियां मिल रहे हैं कि मतलब अनइमेजिनेबल कि वो मैं उसी पे मैं
रेंज ऑफ लड़कियों से प्यार करना देख रहे हो आप. एक डॉन से भी करा है.
मैंने कहा रेड फ्लैग तो साइड कर दो.
हाँ नहीं, फ्लैग ही नहीं है कोई फ्लैग. हाँ वही मैं कह रहा हूँ, रेड फ्लैग तो इसको दिखते ही नहीं. रेड फ्लैग उसको कुछ नहीं दिखते.
उसके लिए सब अमेजिंग ना, टू हैव अ कैरेक्टर लाइक दैट जो कि मतलब लिटरली ऐसा है. वो क्या है चूचा, समझ पाना चूचा को खुद भी नहीं समझ पाया है चूचा को.
But I tell you something, चूचा ना, if you like चूचा, and I have, मतलब I'm saying it out there, if you like चूचा ना, I do that 20%, रुद्रानी. 80% of what you see चूचा is Mrigdeep Singh Lamba.
Yeah.
That man knows me more than I know my own self. I'm telling you, and I'm absolutely, he's my godfather in the industry. He's the one who saw me. You know, उन्होंने तराशा, उन्होंने निहारा, उन्होंने प्रेजेंट करा. मैंने उनके साथ 3 फुकरे उनके साथ करी, पूरी फ्रेंचाइज में 3 फिल्में. रूही उन्होंने प्रोड्यूस करी थी डीनो भाई के साथ. Then I did खानदानी शफा खाना with him. I did a show with him called Chutzpah. He was a showrunner.
He really pushes.
Yeah, he produced it with Maddox again, and so I've done like some 6 films with him. And that man knows me more than I know my own self. If you like Chucha, I'm telling you, right from the first one till the third one, I am a contributor of 20% in that. 80% is that man who churns it out, who takes it out. So if you love Chucha, it is because of Mrigdeep Singh Lamba. You have to love him for loving Chucha. हम अफ्रीका से वापस आते हैं और वो भोली की शक्ल देखता है एक टैक्सी पे, और पंडित जी कहते हैं कि तू क्या कर रहा है, तुझे पता है ना भोली ने हमारे साथ क्या किया है. तो वो कहते हैं क्या किया है. He doesn't know. He is in his own la la land. वो अपने लाला लैंड में और अपना खुश है. उसको कोई लेना देना नहीं है किसी से. कुछ है उसके दोस्त उसके चक्कर में ट्रबल में जा रहे हैं, कुछ है. वो टैंक पे जा रहा है, अमर कॉलोनी के अंदर टैंक पे गया है. लेकिन जैसे उसे भोली देखी है, वो उसको भी कहता है, उसको इलेक्शन से कोई लेना देना. वो कह रहा है, देख रहा है मैं टैंक पे आऊं भाई तेरे लिए. सो इट्स अ वेरी वैक्ड आउट. अलग है. वो चूपरमैन है, हम उसे कहते हैं. जैसे हॉलीवुड में सुपरमैन है, यहाँ पे हमारा ये चूपरमैन है. इसके पास चू पावर है.
बट क्या मजे आए होंगे बहुत ऐसा कैरेक्टर, मतलब
100% मजे भी आए थे, और तपती गर्मी में उससे ज्यादा मजे आए थे.
I know you for a while now. और लोगों को आई थिंक ये बताना जरूरी है, आप कितने जुड़े हुए हो to the ground, you know, with reality, how real you are and how honest you are in your life as well. You make it look easy, but I think it's very easy to also get consumed in this world of glamour. He was telling you how good friends he is with, and I know he is with Aayush Sharma. Of course, you know, you have Salman Khan there, you have Shah Rukh at the other end. The world is really big, and you know all of them, and they know you as a part of their family, as a part of being friends. But you've been able to sort of live life in this real way, and in a very secure way as well, and not get consumed by this world of glamour, जो कि होता है. It's a kind of a trap as well, right? वो आपके लिए कितना जरूरी था और कैसे करते हो आप?
बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी होता है. आई थिंक सेंस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी जो आपने बोला रुद्रानी, वो बिल्कुल सही है. मेरा सबसे बड़ा मानना ये है, और मैं इस पे बहुत फर्म बिलीव करता हूँ, कि जब मैंने वेंचर आउट किया था, मुझे नहीं पता था कैसे होगा, क्या होगा. मैं शिद्दत के साथ वो चीज कर रहा था, रब की मेहर से वो क्रैक हुई और वो हो गया. मैंने उस टाइम पे इतना दिमाग नहीं और मैनिपुलेशन नहीं लगाई थी, तो मैं अब क्यों लगाऊं. तो वो अपने आप, if I'm honest to my work, if I'm honest to my craft, if I'm honest and I'm true to what I'm doing every day, what I'm loving every day to do, वो होगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली चीजें हो जाएंगी. मैं बहुत फर्म बिलीवर हूँ कि an actor cannot choose a script. When they say that this actor has chosen that script, the actor doesn't choose a script, the script chooses the actor. Even if there is something that I really want to do, and I'll say please, if it's not meant for me, it will not happen. And at the same time, there's something, अरे no यार, I don't think, I'm not feeling it. Somewhere घूम फिर के वो चीज हो जाएगी. तो जो आपके कर्म में लिखा है वो आपको मिलेगा. ऑफ कोर्स आपको मेहनत उतनी करती रहनी पड़ेगी और वो आप करोगे. बट consumption by this whole glam and everything and all that, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, my biggest thing is, this is what I've dreamed of doing and this is what I'm going to do for the next 50-60 years of my life. You know, मैं अगले 50-60 साल ये करूँगा. तो क्या मैं अगले 50-60 साल कंज्यूम्ड रहूंगा ग्लैम से? अगर मेरा जवाब इंटरनली यस है तो मैं अभी से ही कंज्यूम हो जाऊंगा. लेकिन अगले 50-60 साल अगर मैं ग्लैम से कंज्यूम नहीं होके, कभी ना कभी रियलिटी तो आएगी और मैं रियल तो बनूंगा. तो माइट एज वेल मैं स्टार्टिंग से ही वो चीज कर लूं ना. तो ये एक सिंपल सी चीज है जो मुझे लगता है.
आसानी से कह दिए, but I think it's, you know what I meant by that.
Yeah, 100%. You see
so many actors also,
100%.
Right?
You see a lot of things, and I just feel that it is not, this is something that I don't want to do only for a year and then go back doing something else. If I get consumed for that year, I'm okay. You know, I'm okay. There's nothing, this thing. But this is what I live, breathe, love all my life. You know, you don't get consumed by your family members because they become a part of your life. They know the real you, you know the real them. For me, acting, cinema, the industry is like a family that I breathe, live and love. So if I be pretentious, if I get consumed, my love is not true.
सही बात कह दी. वाह
वाह,
कितनी प्यारी बातें करता है.
मैं खुद डीप बात कहती हूँ, मेरे को रियलाइज ही नहीं हुआ.
कितनी प्यारी बातें करता है. बताओ. And people who think now, writers, notice. Please notice this. But you know, like you rightly said also, सही बात थी. You know, you mentioned Sexa, and we should, of course, bring up Chichore.
Yes.
It's such a important film in your filmography, and I think every year now, when they say इतने साल पूरे हुए छिछोरे के, I think all of you all put out the most heartfelt notes, including Nitesh ji, and he said it. कहीं ना कहीं वो immortalize हो गई. Of course, there is Sushant, but the film itself, what it represents.
Yeah, the message that it gave, and
it gave. But I know you all also feel that because of, you know, how much you all miss Sushant as well. Tell me now, when you look back at the film and the kind of friendships that you all could make. And I know it makes you emotional when I say that.
100%, 120%. I think, you know, the other day it was coming on a satellite and my mom was watching it. And I just sat with her and I started watching it. It's such a beautiful feeling. It's such a beautiful film. The bond that we've created, I think, with Sushant, with the entire gang, with Nitesh sir, the film was about friendship. And the bond was way more than friendship, I would say, that it was there. And that's how it translates on screen. You can't really lie. If it's there, it'll show. If it's not there, it won't. And there's a lot of learning that happened. The film is very, very special to the entire cast, the entire crew and the entire team for a lot of reasons. 100%. It's always going to be the most special film to all of us. Also, you know, Nitesh sir, very, very rightly, when we were chatting about it, he said that even if I can change one human being's perspective after they watch the film, I think, you know, this is what I'm making it for. And Rudrani, trust me, there are so many messages that we got where people just opened up. You know, they told us whatever, you know, the situations that had happened in their families, or there's someone that they knew and all that. And also how it changed certain perspectives of people who are currently studying or was going through for like so-called failure, and how they dealt with it and gave a ray of hope. It just felt beautiful here to kind of do that. So Chichore for us is always going to be very, very special. And I think it is that one film which is you know, I just hope it spreads a lot of more positivity and because the more positivity is going to spread, the more lives it'll touch, I think it'll make there'll be a lot of peace. He'll get a lot of peace in the world, and that's what the aim is. And let's see.
Yeah, I see you emotional already when you talk about this film always, and I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, you have been able to now break the typecasting, जो मुझे पता है beginning में we had spoken about also. वो कि यही करना है क्योंकि चलता है, you play the funny guy always, but you've been able to break that now. So I want to know, what is it that you feel people are not giving you and you want to do it?
I really want to try out different genres, Rudrani. There's something which is absolutely different genre. I'm an actor at the end of the day, often people get they say ki I don't like when people say that अरे यार ये comedian है. किसी के लिए भी. A comedian is someone who's an actor who excels in comedy genre. At the end of the day, he's an actor who's excelling in a comedy genre. My whole thing is that as much as I love comedy and I continue wants to do it and all that, the ratio of scripts of different genres is way too less. So I think putting it out there that that people should see actors beyond of a particular genre that they excel in or they are accepted or loved, and kind of experiment and try out and give them like some different sort of genres, different sort of scripts, because when the first time the same guy did that film in that genre, someone had faith. Someone had faith, someone had the vision, and someone had the confidence that he or she will pull it. So why not try it out with him or her in a different genre and have that faith and have that confidence and back up the actor to play absolutely something which is very different and something which is very new. So there's a constant attempt which is there, but at the same time, I will not do it just for the heck of it. I keep saying it again and again. I love comedy as a genre way too much because we have stopped making people smile in real life. We have stopped making each other laugh in real life. And I think laughing is one of the most meditative state a human being can enjoy immediately. When you are laughing, when you are just enjoying and laughing, there's no thought that crosses your mind. So it's like a very meditative state. If you're getting a chance to give the other human being that meditative state for even a fraction of few seconds or a minute, what more will you ask for? So that's why I love it, and I would continue to keep doing it. At the same time, I want also to crack up something and say कि भाई मुझे नहीं लगता है ये इसको मार सकता है, और वो एंड में जब वो निकलेगा मारना है तो वो कन्विंस हो कि नहीं ये भी उसको मार सकता है. So thrillers, grey shades, negatives is something that I've always been very fascinated as an audience, as a viewer. So I really would want to attempt that as an actor to do that.
I would love to see you like that. यार मतलब you know what I mean? I hope that happens. Putting it out in the universe for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Are there any other actors you want to put out in the universe as well, collaborations ke liye?
A lot. I think I want to do another outing with Varun. I think after Dilwale we've not done an outing, and I think anything to do with something with friendship. I think I would love to do that and explore more, and and given a chance any given day to be in a frame with the king himself,
Mr. Shah Rukh Khan.
Mr. Shah Rukh sir, I think to be in a same frame with the king himself, I think it's a dream that will always be at the topmost, and the jumping kid inside will always happening till the end of the life. I think, So to be with him again in any sort of way in the same frame, I think that is one thing which is a constant wish, and hopefully it happens, it gets fulfilled super soon.
We are putting it out in the universe.
Yes.
But on that note, I think end का सवाल बहुत ही कठिन है और बहुत ही serious है. Do you feel from the bottom of your heart that Chucha should have got Bholi and Bholi should have got him?
10 साल की तपस्या है चूचा की भाई, 10 साल की तपस्या है चूचा की, पहली से लेके 2013 से लेके 23 तक हो गया है, बट उसको भोली, उसका वन साइडेड लव और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रांग हो ही जा रहा है, बट इस बारी तो वो मम्मी से भी लड़ रही है कि भोली की डोली घर ला सकते हैं कि नहीं, तो वो ला सकते हैं. सो आई एम रियली होप एंड आई रियली विश कि आने वाले टाइम में जब भी रब के मेरे से फुकरे 4 बने तो भोली की डोली चूचे के घर जरूर है।
आप वरुण दुआ देता है।
वरुण दुआ देता है, वरुण प्रे कर रहा है, वरुण प्रार्थना कर रहा है चूचा के लिए।
आपको अपने कैरेक्टर पे दया है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
हाँ,
बिल्कुल। अब तो हो जाना चाहिए, 10 साल हो गए यार।
इतना
अब वैसे तो शाहरुख सर ने भी कहा है ना कि अगर किसी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें तुम्हारी चाहत से मिलाने में जुट जाती है। तो चूचा शिद्दत से तो लगा हुआ है भाई, अब कायनात उसे मिलाएगी।
I love that. But I love the way you so seriously said कि मिला दो यार।
मिला दो यार,
मतलब
मिला दो।
दिल से आपको दुख है उसके लिए।
मिला दो मृग सर, प्लीज मिला दो यार।
On that note, always lovely talking to you.
Thank you, Rudrani.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure, and it's so nice when you can just come, sit, and just open your heart out and chat. I think there's nothing more beautiful than that.
Absolutely. I always love chatting with you, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
बहुत सारा प्यार।
Thank you.
बहुत सारा प्यार। And ऐसे ही बस हम तो चाहते हैं हमारे सुपरस्टार और भी सुपरस्टार हो जाए।
Thank you.
All the
Thank
very
you.
best.
Thank you.